from the light that's down there, you can see that this passageway just kind of ends at a packed up mud wall.
I see it shoot past and go, ooh, firefly! And start walking up.
As you're passing down the tunnel, Keurig, you notice that the floor is a little different in one spot, and it is roughly about the area that you saw this thing last. The packed-in mud flooring, and like I said, it is not wet mud. It's dried and packed, almost like, again, out of character, like adobe, just packed in on the walls and the floor. But you kind of pass over something that definitely feels like it's a little bit more solid, like there's wood underneath of it.
I'll stop and wait for everyone else to catch up.
As I catch up, I'll roll a perception. I get a 13.
Okay. Where is everybody?
Slowly approaching.
I'm way in the back. Yeah, I'm just getting there.
Are we in the tunnel at this point?
I think we're all with John.
Okay. So what are you doing your perception on? Just
I want to look at just what I can see. I want to specifically look at these holes and if I believe them to be, from my tactical experience, more murder holes or just a natural part of the architecture of this clay.
okay.
Don't give them ideas.
Don't worry, I don't need any new ones.
Are they glory holes? Can I stick that clean?
So you tend to remember back when you were a child, kind of visiting the stockyards, and you tend to remember seeing something kind of similar to how this was constructed, and it makes you a little nervous because this was it's fairly similar to a pig poke, something constructed to put livestock down a specific direction, so that they were easier to contain while they were murdered and bled out. While you realize this, you hear a large, almost sounds like a large rock dropping. For those of you with any sort of
Indiana Jones theme.
with any sort of mechanical knowledge would be maybe detect as a counterweight. And two massive boulders slide into place on either side of this passageway. They are not rolling towards you, but they are blocking your exit and the far side of the passage. You guys are now between a rock and another rock.
Another rock hard place.
My friends, please stay clear of these holes.
What holes?
All around the ceiling and the walls.
How high up are the holes? Sorry.
The holes are all about ranging from 2 to 5 feet. So there's about, if you were to count them, probably hundreds of holes kind of spread throughout, difficult to avoid. This is not a wide passageway, about as wide as it is tall, so it's about a 6-foot diameter circular passage.
Fuck.
All
I'm
right, so
gonna
good game, guys.
have as many people within 5 feet of me as possible. It's probably 2 or 3 party members.
All right, and with this, we hear a bit of movement, and I need, let's just do. Let's just see what will happen. I want to do something that's not AC, so this might not be the right way to do it, but I like this idea. So I would like for Keurig to make a Dex save, just to see if this thing
I
hits him.
get advantage on Dex saves because I've got danger sense.
Nice.
So. And that's just my dexterity modifier as well.
Yep.
Well,
Unless you have proficiency.
Yeah, and
You
that's
might
safe.
have proficiency in that save.
I don't have proficiency, but oh wait, no, I don't. But I do have advantage, so I got an unnatural 20.
Okay. Well, a small spear or a large javelin, depending on which side of it you're on, comes piercing through the wall. You kind of sense it coming, it is thankfully close enough to you that you can move out of the way just at the last second, and manage to not get pierced by a pretty ugly-looking little stabby stick. But only one of them comes through at that time, and you manage to avoid it.
Does it stay there, or is it pulled back?
It is pulled back. You guys can attempt to do something with it while it's there if you're quick enough.
I'm gonna jump on someone's back.
It's gotta be somebody short because it's a 6-foot passage. Right
Yeah, I don't know that would be
You
tough.
can only
with my
jump on the
height.
dwarf's back.
Well, no, I'm probably on the person's back, but like.
Oh, I see.
clinging-
Not contributing to
How
that.
small do you think you are, John?
I know.
3 foot, but I'm not gonna like climb up.
No,
so
but
I'm
you're not.
full length.
I mean, you're not a pixie. Like
I'm like a kid.
at one point, you rode on a human. Like this is like my son riding, like climbing up me.
Yeah.
It's really kind of weird.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump
He's
on
just
someone's
a big
back.
babby.
I am a big baby.
So,
Gandrix, I'm gonna climb up on his back.
Whoa!
I start scrabbling around the dirt, seeing if I can brush dirt away from whatever this wooden thing was that came across, see if there's a trapdoor or
Okay,
something.
you're specifically there. Good.
All right. So you want to give me an investigation?
Investigation or perception? Because my investigation shit.
This is. I mean, you're looking for something specific here.
6.
All right. I mean, it looks like a dirty piece of wood that you can't really move around much.
Interesting.
Do I find like
Carrick
edges?
smash.
Okay.
I'm gonna need Rickard to make a dex save.
Absolutely. My dexterity is shit.
Oh, this attack was shit.
I'm gonna check my character sheet. I think I got a 15.
Well, you beat the 5. So another spear comes lazily plunging through the wall in the general direction of Rickard. You don't have to move much to get out of the way of it.
My sword was at the ready. Can I attempt to slice off the head of the spear real quick?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, I rolled just
Go
a
ahead.
basic attack then against it.
Yeah, just go ahead and make an attack on it.
So my strength is that. I think that would be 16.
Okay, you shatter the spear, and you hear from the other side, as if like really kind of smashed its fingers around when you smash this spear. You know, kind of like when you're holding an aluminum baseball bat and like you hit a wall.
As if someone's holding, like pushing the spear physically.
Yes, as if someone was just got a spear smashed out of their hands.
Excellent. I have on my character sheet extra attack. I can attack twice. Can I melee basic the wall to see how like strong it is if it's mud?
Go for it.
This might collapse on us and kill us, but
God damn it, Sam.
9
you
wisdom.
killed one of my characters.
Sam, don't worry. The live stream didn't see you counting with your fingers.
24 versus wall.
All right, so you're just smashing it with your sword.
Yeah.
It basically is like smashing clay with a sword. It carves a big mark into it, and it obviously pierces straight through. When you pull it back, you can see that you've now added a decent sized hole to the retinue of holes already here.
You opened up another murder hole.
I know.
Yep.
Basically.
Thank you. I can get an axe in there now.
Okay.
Can I try pushing the rock on one end on the closest end of where we came from?
Sure.
I'm gonna jump
If I
off his back.
Yeah. I'm not even going to
Do a
make you roll on it. It is way too big for you
Got
to
it.
move.
Okay.
What if we all move it together? Friendship.
You don't really have enough room in the passage for you kind of all to get hands on it.
Okay.
Can I smash the wooden thing on the floor with my axe?
Sure.
Just the really basic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
17 versus.
Mashes to pieces, and you have now a hole in the floor. And below, not too awful far, it's about 2.5 foot drop, there is stone floor.
Only 2.5 feet, though?
Mm-hmm. Only 2.5 feet.
Interesting.
Yeah, getting through it's going to be trouble unless you're particularly small and halfling-like.
Sure, people, go down.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll jump down the hole. I'm gonna do that.
You gonna jump down the hole?
Yep, jump down the hole.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Give me perception.
Gotcha. Nat 20.
Okay. You see in the darkness a train rolling down on you.
Sorry, I'm gonna move
Adam
this
Rowe
up.
It's a
Roading
subway
us.
tunnel.
So looking around down here, you can see quite a few things. This tunnel is not actually very naturally made. It is it has got all types of bracing around all side of it. It looks like it was like kind of built out of wood and then packed up mud along it. You are right now laying underneath this tunnel, and to the left and to the right of you there is a larger stone room that looks like it was pre-existing, that this kind of murder tunnel was built into. You also see a pair of feet scurrying around, looking for apparently another spear.
Can I stab at the feet?
It's not within stabbing distance. You
Oh,
could try
but I'm
to-
gonna move to stabbing distance.
Okay.
And I pull out my rapier.
Okay. So you roll out and pull out your rapier.
Yep.
Okay. This thing does not see you yet.
Okay. Oh, cool. Can I get my sneak attack damage?
Yep. And
Yeah,
don't
I'm
you get
gonna
like
roll.
advantage on
I
sneak
get an
attack?
advantage, so I get to do 2d. 17 plus 6, 23 for
That
60.
hits.
Sick. And then 1d8 plus 3d6.
Did you roll twice for your advantage?
Yeah, I got a 17 and a 10.
Okay, got it.
So 5 plus 3 plus 3. So 11 plus another 4.
How do you kill this thing?
I stab at his toes and I take one off. And then he probably falls to the floor and I stab him again.
Okay. Falls to the floor screaming, and then you stab it again. And it is dead.
God.
Where did you chopped off its toe, and then you stabbed it where?
Like, just probably in the abdomen or probably wherever.
I wonder if
Courage,
one of our.
you have a belly ache.
Oh, I was just gonna
Just
wonder
a
that.
little belly ache. Nothing big.
He's taking
Wait,
damage.
who has this?
Correct.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
What's that? Sorry, I missed that. I was looking at the chat.
The
You have a
belly ache.
slight belly ache.
I'll do that. Okay.
All right, hold on 1 second. It sounds like my dog is trying to destroy something.
Yeah, dog, get it.
All right, so here's the time we get to talk and speculate. So I
Um,
guess we think that, this creature... Oh, he's back.
Nope, he's back.
Dog
All
knows.
right.
We're good. You never trust dogs. Okay. So, yeah, this thing's dead.
So what's my situation down in this tunnel? Like,
You have a dead cloaked figure in front of you that you've just killed, and everybody else is trapped in this this weird mud tunnel thing.
can I roll investigation to find any way to get the stones out of the way? Like,
Yeah.
any mechanism?
Could. Looking around the room, there's another exit out of this room, and that mud doesn't look too awful strong.
Okay.
I was able to slice a
So-
hole in it. We could probably with time bludgeon our way through.
Jurag,
So-
the wall is a Duergar.
I'm stupid enough to believe there's some kind of magic that could
Alright.
disguise the Duga as a wolf, and I attack it.
All right, there is now a Kurag-sized hole in the mud wall, and you guys can all exit out into this larger room that was built around it.
Nice.
Cool.
Can we investigate
is.
the corpse? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Okay.
you off. I talk so
Yep.
much.
You do that all the time.
I do. I talk so much.
Damn.
So you're investigating the corpse.
Yes.
I need another D6.
Did you want to roll?
I do.
Well,
7.
Okay. You pulling its hood back?
Can Garrett investigate the corpse?
Yeah. pulling its hood back, but gingerly, not touching any flesh.
All
or
right.
skin.
When you pull the hood back, what you're looking at is a old, hunched half orc. Its eyes are white, like it's gone blind over time, and it looks very much like a old Kurag.
Kurag, don't touch it.
I'm just looking really confused.
I'm gonna poke its tummy.
Carrick, you age well, so that's good.
Did not age well.
Just kidding.
The scar, as you look at its face, it's scarred in the same places that Kurag is scarred.
Huh.
But that there's just so many more. But it is physically just much weaker than Kurag.
I fidget with my ring and think about my sister's words again. Brother, remember when a door opens, it opens to both sides. That's it.
Does anybody else find that this is strange?
Oh yeah, it's real weird.
I think that at first maybe it was some form of doppelganger that had mimicked Vistra, but now there's two of us, I should mention, at an elderly state. Is this foreshadowing that maybe we never get out of here and then attack ourselves in the future?
That's ridiculous.
Wrap your head around that one.
I really hope that's not what's happening.
What's a doppelganger?
Person that looks like you, like this guy.
Don't touch it.
Don't
I'm
touch it.
gonna poke it. I'm gonna
No,
poke it.
you can touch it.
I
Kurag,
can
don't
poke
touch
it.
it.
Alright. I poke its abdomen.
All right.
Where I stabbed it.
It's dead.
Why don't
It's not thin and wispy and papery like Vistra's corpse was, or the other Vistra's corpse was. This thing does not appear to have like shrunken in upon itself or anything like that, like the other did.
Okay.
My friends, there's such light from each of you. If these things are in any part of you, then they are not inherently 100% evil. If that's what they are, I don't know what they are. But we should make some effort to keep another attacker alive to investigate, perhaps, if the opportunity presents itself.
So what you're telling me is don't stab them in the abdomen.
If the opportunity presents itself, your safety is my paramount concern. But I can't bring myself to kill any version of you, my friends.
To be fair, I did try to keep not me alive. And then not me almost killed me.
Yeah, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Alright, I'm gonna look into the next room thing.
Okay, the wall is sealed, or the door is sealed, I should say. So, are we opening the door and seeing where we can get to from here?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
I
light
listen
on
at the
my
door.
hammer again. FYI.
I'm gonna listen at the door.
Okay.
Perception?
Yeah.
Gotcha. 15.
All right. It's faint, very faint, but you hear what to your trained entertainer's ears sounds like a cello in the distance.
Oh.
I relay that information. Sounds like a cello, guys.
It is playing a minor chord. It is very depressing sounding.
It sounds real sad.
I play a major chord.
Is the door locked?
No, the door's not locked.
Okay, I open it.
I'll be within 5 feet of you.
All right. The sound is a little bit more noticeable now, so the rest of you can probably hear somewhere off in the distance. It sounds like someone is playing a musical instrument, and it is ominous but beautiful at the same time. And this room is fairly similar to the one that you just exited, just without a giant murder tunnel.
No murder tunnel? Damn it. Wanted that.
If you were to kind of work your way through where this should be from the main passage, you are kind of running parallel to it right now. So the main passage would be back to your left out of this room. And so if you're looking for a door to the left in this room that might lead back that way, you won't find one. There's no way back to the main passage through here. There is a doorway on the far side of the wall, though, so if you were to go straight through this room, you would be able to exit out into who knows what else. This room is, it just feels like it's probably some sort of a dining area. There are large tables to either side, but none of it has anything on of note, just clay bowls and some small metal things here and there, like goblets and stuff like that, but it's all iron and things of that nature.
So nothing fancy. Okay.
Nope. Nothing worth monies.
This is where the
Pick one
music
up.
was coming from?
It sounds like the noise is coming from further down this direction. Yes.
Okay.
So I think it. Sorry, that was John that thinks it was from a cello.
But I relayed the information.
Okay.
Yeah. To him it sounds like it's from a cello. If you want to try to identify it, you can do a perception as well. And I will give you advantage on this because you know your instruments.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
And was that with advantage?
Yep.
Okay. It's not a cello, but you don't know what it is.
Interesting. Do you articulate your confusion on it?
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't sound like a cello, but I just can't place it.
At
If
that, I
it
will roll as
was
well.
a cello, it would be just something that is tuned in a way that you've never heard before.
Oh,
Okay.
so it was a cello, but just
If it was a cello.
if it was.
But you kind of don't feel like it is.
Rickard, with his backstory, may have heard some musical instruments before. I think that's
Mhm.
plausible. I choose to roll.
Okay.
I don't.
You choose.
I don't even know that I hear it. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Awesome.
Would I be able to make a correlation to the instrument that Elixian played earlier, his lyre? Would that?
I mean, you can make the correlation that he got a musical instrument and now you're hearing music.
but to be
But it doesn't sound.
Yeah.
What you're hearing doesn't sound like what he played when he played his power chord earlier.
Got it.
It sounds like a different instrument.
Got it.
All right. So there's another door.
Yes.
I listened at that one.
I'm within.
17.
You just
Perception.
hear music on the other side of the door.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I'm within 5 feet of you.
I open it a crack.
Okay, you open it a crack and you hear reverberating through what is obviously a large room, this music, and it is loud and almost overpowering. But
Would I have anything in my burglar's pack for a mirror type deal?
I
Is
have
that-
a mirror.
Can I ask to see your mirror?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna poke it into the room, but reflecting it so I can try to see the room.
okay, there's no light in that room.
No. So there's just nothing. Okay.
Yep.
The
So I'm gonna
darkness.
with dark vision, I'm gonna hand over the mirror to Vistra. Look inside.
Okay. Do I see anything?
You see what appears to be a massive auditorium. It is stone steps all the way down, and at the bottom there appears to be a stage of sorts. You don't see anyone or any living things walking around in there, but the music is very overwhelming.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright, I tell them what I see.
All right. So, would you guys want to step in?
I would.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wonder.
So I'm gonna follow one of the bigger guys in.
All right. As the door opens all the way, a arrow comes flying through it. Music stops immediately, and you hear a twang.
I said I would, so
And-
that might be me. I don't know.
That's
18
why
and
the
16.
bow or
So that's a
kind of string.
um,
If you're-
23 to hit you, Garrett.
Oh, okay, you're hitting Garrett, so he would have
Oh,
disadvantage.
you're me? Oh, I was saying I follow one of the other guys.
Okay. Well, the bolt is headed for you. So
Oh,
Okay.
so 23?
23.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Shit.
Okay. You are going to take. Ooh, that is not fun. You're going to take 7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Gotcha. My constitution's nothing, so it's just a flat 4.
Oh, okay. You fall unconscious.
Oh,
You
Oh,
have
no.
been poisoned, and if you take damage, or if somebody wants to try to shake you awake, you'll wake up from it, but you will remain poisoned for an hour.
I have.
I have a thing too. Do we know that he's poisoned?
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he's.
Well,
I'll go
hopefully
ahead
he
and say
didn't
it, and
drop
you can
after
tell.
7 damage.
Yeah.
So.
Rickard was
No.
within 5 feet of him, so it'd be pretty quick.
I mean,
it'd be pretty easy for Rickard to pull him back out of range of the arrows and then cast a thing against poison that I have. So maybe I do that, if that's cool.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative to
Damn
figure
it.
out who does what.
Yeah, I want to
You want
burst
me
into
to
the
as well?
room.
Okay, I'll type my initiative.
Unnatural 20.
Damn, that's tasty.
Yeah, 21,
22.
18 plus 3.
So I'll say this thing's already taken its turn. It won the initiative round, but we'll
got sneak attack.
we'll say it took its little shot. You'll all notice that the music is not happening right now. But as I said, when the arrow was on its way, the only thing you heard was a twang, and then the arrow smacked Garrett right in the arm, and he dropped.
Ugh.
All right, so Ganthrix.
Which arm was Garrett shot in? The left or the right arm?
Left.
And he was
Good.
facing towards the room and not towards us.
Right.
All right, so I will walk into the room and immediately start scanning the left-hand side of the room.
Okay. You see, kind of along the back wall there, it looks like a humanoid-sized creature, just a medium-sized creature. It's fairly dark in here, and it is, it's about 60 feet away from you at this point.
I
It
probably
doesn't.
dropped my lantern too, by the way, because I went unconscious. Sorry.
Yeah. But thankfully you were in the room when you dropped your lantern, so that is actually helping everybody a little bit. Looking at the room itself, it can't get further away from you unless it was to head down the stone stairs towards the stage area, basically. If you're just doing a quick scan around the whole room, this thing appears to be the only thing in here.
And how many feet was it for me to get into the room?
You can be in the room. I don't have a problem with
And
everybody
then
starting
how
the
many
doorway.
feet is the creature away from me?
So it's 60 feet from you right now.
Got it. So I will move 40 feet closer,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will sling a dart at it.
Okay.
And,
Once you get closer to it, once you get a good look at what you're seeing there, you can recognize that this is a half elf.
Selexian.
It looks very much like Selexian, though there are a few things that are notably different about it. Its mouth has been sewn shut, either by itself or by someone else. Its arm is its right arm. It does not have a hand. Its end of its arm is replaced by a long blade. And
That's
at the
cool.
base of that blade, there is a piece of wood that is actually going through the tendons of its arm, and has been tightened. And you see it reaching for another arrow and holding it up to that arm.
Wow.
Oh,
That
that's so
is
cool. That's kind of
intense.
cool.
That is really intense.
Some
So
silent.
go ahead and make your attack on it.
So as I pull my dart out and I fling it towards old Slixian, I say, I am sorry, old friend.
Old friend.
Oh, crit.
Well,
Natural
I will
20.
point out that this thing does not look any older than Silixian.
Oh, really?
Important distinction.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. So it's 2 die 4 plus 3.
Okay.
I never used die 4, so hold on, let me go find some. There we go. 6 plus 3 is 9 points of dart damage.
Okay.
It's pretty good for a dart.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm probably about 10 feet away from him.
I think
20
we're at
feet. 20 feet. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. It does not look like that did anything to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did 9 points of damage, but
Interesting.
he looks like he's doing just fine.
Yeah, I know. It's a dart.
All right, Craig.
Okay. As soon as I see Garrett drop to the floor, I let out a roar of rage and rush into the room, pushing Rickard aside. I move my 40 feet towards the figure.
Okay.
I've gone into a rage, so I get a bonus action. For 1 minute, I get to make 2 attacks. One of them is bonus action. So I launch one of my hand axes at the figure. That is a 23.
That hits.
And that is 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I launch my other hand axe at him.
Okay.
And that is 16.
That does not hit.
Am I feeling this?
You are kind of amped up on adrenaline right now. You feel a twinge, but it does not feel painful, just like someone's pressing on you in the location of the where the hand axe hit. So you didn't really feel the dart. When the hand axe struck this thing in the shoulder, you felt just kind of like somebody's pushing on your shoulder, but it wasn't painful. All right, so is that Kurig's?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vistra?
Hmm? My turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, Sam, you didn't get to do any healing stuff to Garrett
No.
yet, have you?
Nothing has happened as far as healing goes.
Okay. So, I will use...
If anyone takes the action to just shake him, he'll... Oh, geez, I think that dog just got killed. If anybody takes the action to shake him, he'll... I mean, you can shake him out of this unconscious state.
Well, he's poisoned, right?
Yeah, he's poisoned, which just means he's going to take disadvantage on all of his checks and attacks.
Ooh,
Do you want to be unpoisoned?
probably.
He can't
Yeah.
talk, he's asleep.
Yeah, but
This is player knowledge.
yeah, I
Um,
probably want to.
Alright, then Vistra will use Lesser Restoration, and I will just kind of like poke you. And, well, no, I'll shake you awake, and while I'm shaking you, I will use Lesser Restoration, and I end your poison.
Yay! I'm unpoisoned.
You are unpoisoned, and you are laying on the ground.
Do I still have like an arrow in me?
We'll say it just kind of nicked you.
Okay. Not in my knee.
In your knee, cannon.
It's in my it's in
Cannon.
an arm.
Oh, that's right.
You nerds.
So your arm knee, your elbow.
My elbow, my arm knee. Okay, I can deal with that. It's not my actual knee. All right, I'm cool. I'm gonna get up. Well, on my turn.
Yeah, does Vistra, is that your turn?
Vistra?
She looks like she's frozen.
Oh no,
Or
she's
not.
no.
moving. Ariel?
Yes?
Was that your turn?
Is it your turn?
Yeah. I can't really do anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say you
Then,
can move.
it's Garrett's turn.
I'm gonna hop up, and then I'm gonna take my move and go 25 feet in. And then
Are you heading
I could probably-
towards this thing, or are you heading like? What direction are you heading?
Oh, towards the thing.
Okay.
I'm mad because I got
Okay.
hit with an arrow, and then I'm done because I can't do anything else.
All right. And then it is Silix's turn. No, wait, Rickard's turn. Sorry.
What's the distance between us and our foe?
60 feet.
60 feet. Now, I've been reading Divine Sense. It's not from my spell pool, so I just want to make that clear. It says I can use this feature a number of times equal to 1 plus my charisma modifier, and then regained at long rest. So I want to channel that. It doesn't specify what kind of action, but if that needs to be an action, that's fine. Within 60 feet, I can know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead, and know its type, but not its identity. And then know anything that's been consecrated, desecrated, as if, example, hollow spell.
Yeah. So this is the thing you did earlier.
Yes, but like a shorter, more like ping version of it.
Okay. All right. It's not undead. It's not celestial or aberrant. Is that what your other thing was?
Celestial fiend. This
No,
one's
fiend.
not as good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's not
celestial
fiend.
fiend or undead.
It's not a celestial. It's not a fiend. It's not undead. And it's not consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. Yeah, if I get nothing, that's totally fine.
Is there a good or evil like add-on on that
Yeah,
thing?
no. It says the presence of strong evil registers
This
my
thing
senses
is-
like a noxious odor and powerful heavenly music.
All right. Yeah. I mean, this thing is definitely evil.
Okay. I will have no qualms about killing it, and that's helpful to me as a character. I will move as far as I can, trying to be within 5 feet of a friend. Probably, I think Garrett would be a strong candidate because he's been injured. So I'll move within 5 feet of Garrett, probably past him since I'm faster than him, and be done.
All right. Let's see. That leaves Selixian.
Alright, so 60 feet you said?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna... And where is he in relation to the stage?
So imagine he's in the nosebleed seats. He's in the far left corner, stage right, I guess technically, and he's not. He couldn't be further from the stage. Basically, this room enters in kind of the middle. It's almost kind of semicircular, but it doesn't go all the way around, like kind of a quarter circle. And around the top, like at the very back corner of this room, is where he is to the left side. So.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on that area. It's a 20-foot cube, and it outlines all objects in the area, and also creatures if they fail a dex save of 15.
Okay. It does not fail. Well, what is meat? Meat's okay, right?
Tie goes to runner.
Oh, so
Well, if I attack... How does that work? I think you fail, right? I think you have to beat it. No, it's...
if you're
I
rolling,
don't know.
tie
I
would
think
usually
the
go to
tie
the roller.
always goes to the defender. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kind of the way they wrote this thing, I think, this time.
Alright, well,
So
all
it
the,
makes
all the objects around him are...
the wall is
bathed-
like,
bathed
man,
in a blue
what
light.
happened?
And then I will move 30 feet closer to the stage.
Okay, so you're kind of moving on an angle from it.
Yep.
Okay, I got confused between my rage and my frenzy, so I couldn't actually attack twice. So luckily it was my first attack.
Yeah.
turn.
Well, okay, so the second one that missed didn't actually happen.
Yeah, I didn't throw it the second.
Fair enough. All right, it is this thing's turn again. Everything is still pretty far away from it. So it is going to take that arrow that it had pulled from its back, and it knocks it into one of the tendons in its arm that's twisted around and tightened by this hunk of wood at its wrist. And it is going to fire at Selixian.
Oh man, it doesn't shoot at me.
And that is a
You wanted to
17.
catch it, didn't you?
I want to catch
Yeah,
an
that'd be
arrow.
cool.
I know.
that would be
Seven-
cool.
17 versus AC.
17 hits.
Okay. So it pulls it back, pulls its tendon back, and releases almost like a crossbow. This thing fires at you, catches you in the knee, as it always does. All right, so let's see. So it only does 4 piercing damage, but you're gonna have to make a Constitution save.
18.
Okay, so you are not poisoned and you do not fall unconscious, and it just does a little ding of damage on you.
Excellent news.
Is going to step up to Ganthrix. So it makes a step forward and swings at Ganthrix with his sword hand. Nope, rolled off the table. Oh.
Doesn't sound
14 versus AC.
14 misses. Hey.
And that's it. That's its turn.
Okay. So one thing I realize if it's my turn is that I actually get 3 attacks per turn because martial arts gives me, as a bonus action, 1 extra unarmed strike. It does not cost me any points.
I don't want to shoot fire at it. Damn it, you're probably gonna kill it.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't think it's damaged at all.
Is it?
It's taken
taking a little bit.
damage. Yeah, you guys have done about 16 points to it so far.
Okay. Is it bloodied?
No.
Just kidding.
Oh, then never mind.
It's not a state, but it's nowhere
Yeah.
close. Just slightly.
All right. So what I'll do is I will drop my torch to the ground, and it stays lit, right? It doesn't go out.
Right.
No. Why would it?
And then I just start striking and kicking at this abomination with multiple attacks. So first attack, that's 16 plus 6, so 22.
That hits.
Okay, second attack, 16 again. And
hits again.
last attack, that is a critical one. So
Okay.
2 hits. They are dice 6 plus 3 apiece. So 5 and 6. So 11 more points of damage.
Okay.
Let's see. I am going to use 1 key point at this point. And when I make a melee attack that hits, I can use a key point to stun my target. So I will expend a key point for stunning strike. And that is until the end of my next turn.
I
And
just
that's
realized
it.
I should be using all my bardic inspiration on people.
Probably.
I just forgot I had spells. So
I just have an axe. I don't have fancy stuff. Have you seen the quivering palm skill the monks get at level 17? It's awesome.
Yeah.
hit 'em,
They die,
and
like,
then
17 hours
days
later.
later. They die.
Oh, damn.
It's
that's
like
too,
days.
That's too long. That's too
17
long.
days
You
later,
just
they
stab
die.
them.
Well, you can end it any time you want and they die straight away. But
Oh. What? Why wouldn't you just end it right away?
Maybe you need
Torture
your life or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's not a monk thing to do. Torture.
it's my go. Oh yeah, it's my go, I think. Alright, so I move up to this figure, this sort of abomination, and swing at it with my great axe. That is a 20. Not.
Yeah, that hits.
So that is 9 slashing damage. Oh wait, I get, because I'm raging, I get plus 2
You're
damage to
raging.
that, so that's 11 damage.
Okay.
You raging, bro?
And I get the extra attack, which is 26,
That hits.
and that is 8 damage.
Okay.
And that is my go.
All right. Who's up? Let's see. Vistra.
Alright, let's see. Oh my god.
You're still all the way back in the room.
How far away am I?
So you
Like
were
where I
just, yeah, you
started.
didn't really even move in, so
Probably 60
you're
feet.
still 60 feet from him.
60 feet? Okay. So I'm going to.
Well, I mean, he
cast
moved
Sacred
forward to
Flame.
attack.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So you'd be 40 feet. He had to move up 20.
Okay.
Actually, he has a little
Cool.
bit of reach, so we'll say he moved up 15. So you're 45 from him.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame, and he has to do a Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. That is he gets a 16 on that.
Yeah. Okay. He doesn't get damage. He's lit up now. Just
That's nice.
yeah. And then
Shiny.
that bonus action. Okay, and then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right next to him. And I create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. So I'm going to make a melee spell attack. I got 12, 17 against. I'm not sure what it's against, but I have a 17.
Probably
Yeah, just
VAC if it's just like
AC.
a melee attack.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't hit.
No. Oh. Okay. Well, there's like a floating fist next to him or something.
Hey
Okay.
guys, I'm sorry to do this, but everybody does have advantage against this creature, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You
Ah,
can
you
roll
jerk.
twice. You
You
can
can roll that thing again.
Mhm.
That's the first thing that's missed on him, though. So
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I did better. I got a 6, a 5. That's 21.
that hits.
Okay. Yes. So now it's 1d8. 4 plus. Okay, so that's 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit him.
Yay. You did it.
All right.
Hey, I can use a level 3 slot and hit him for 2d8. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because I got a 1. So, another 6. So, 14 in all.
Garrett's
no.
turn.
How's he looking?
Still there.
Still there? Still not, like, bleeding profusely?
I mean, he's got a lot of chunks taken out of him, and Selixian has had a rough kind of feeling in the last handful of seconds here. He's been
So,
pelted with phantom touches, but no, I mean, he's still standing.
I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on him.
Okay.
And I have advantage, right?
Yeah, you do.
Cool.
Yes.
So I'm gonna roll. 22.
That hits.
Sweet. So then I get to do 2d10 damage.
That's some damage.
15 damage, fire.
Okay.
On a hit, any flammable object hit by the spell ignites.
Okay. So he's on fire now.
Oh wait, if it isn't being worn or carried. So, never mind. I don't think that's anything.
Okay.
So he just gets hit.
All right.
I wish he was on fire though. That'd be sweet.
Maybe he's singed a little bit.
Yeah. Does Selixian actual feel like a sunburn?
It's a little warm.
It's a little warm in
A
here.
little warm.
All right, that's it.
It's Rickard's turn.
Close to melee, and then melee twice. So this will be both my rolls since I have advantage. Both my rolls for the first attack. Ooh, just 15 versus AC.
Miss.
That's even rolling twice. And then both my rolls for the second attack. Oh my god! I wish I could. Both rolls were natty 20s.
That hits.
That's
Wow.
really rad.
I wonder how much I should meta this. Cause no,
Not a
I won't.
lot.
I won't do my. Okay, I'm gonna
Just-
roll damage twice. Go ahead, sorry.
Just so you know, you've killed him. So, I mean,
Yeah.
feel free to roll damage, but he is dead.
Excellent.
How much?
So
Wait, how
describe
much
it.
did my spell bring him down to?
I think that was with 14 damages from me. By the way,
Okay. Yeah, he's dead.
I
Describe
had,
how you kill this thing.
I had trepidation about attacking my friends, but Ilmater had made it known to me that there was evil here and centered here. So I decapitate this fool.
Yeah. All right. When you decapitate it, its head rolls off. You kind of catch it on a weird angle, and you notice that as its jaw separates from its body, that it has no tongue, and it is
Wow.
And
foul
so
dead.
it's in the head falls off.
Yeah, how you
It's
feeling,
dead.
buddy? I'm 9 wisdom,
Yeah,
so.
I'm afraid to find out what happens to my guy now. Like, it's getting progressively worse.
You guys did really well against that thing. You guys didn't take too much damage. It was a pretty hard battle.
Besides me.
Yeah, they could have done that.
Well, other
to
than
you
John dropping, you know, I mean,
right away.
I didn't.
yeah, before he did anything.
Who's the
Correct,
most need of
Double
healing?
was quite a pussy.
All right, so do we need to take a potty break for?
That'd be
For
great.
little
please.
babbies that have tiny bladders, because I'm left-handed.
I'm gonna grab a sandwich.
Uh,
I retrieve my axe.
Okay.
okay, let's make it a quick break.
Mike runs off. How much damage do I have? I have 7.
Just for the party, so I can see how to best consolidate low on healing.
I think it had 79
Oh.
hit points.
Are you
guys
still
had to-
poisoned? No, you're
Wow.
not still poisoned. 79.
shit.
Wow.
Yeah, 79. You guys had to whack the shit out of that thing.
Yeah, and I did. Oh man, I could have did 20 fire damages. That'd have been cool.
I could have done something with radiant damage. I wonder if that would have affected him. Anyways, I need to pee, so I should pee.
I'm poised dead body. Because I do that with people's
Yeah.
dead bodies. I just
Okay.
poke 'em.
Nothing much happens.
Oh man, this is weird. Like, ugh, they creeps me out. God damn it, Adam. I'm just
There's
creep.
more fun to be had.
Oh boy.
How many have you not faced yet? Assuming that you're all facing one.
Alright. Okay, so there's 3 left. Me, Sam, and Fred. Fred, you
Yep.
jerk.
What's that? That last one was awesome, by the way. With
Thank
the
you.
sewn mouth and the bow arm, the sword arm. Yeah, that was sweet. I like
Well,
that.
when it was funny because when Ariel had dropped out and we added Mike in, and then he picked this bard, and I'm like, oh, there's so many things I can do with this. And then she's like, oh, I can play again. And Mike's like, I'll bow out if you need the space. I'm like, oh no. I
Yeah.
have to keep the
I
bard.
just thought of something real cool.
I'm like, I've built the bard. I've built you up already. This has to continue.
Well, what's also funny too is we were like, all right, the next one, we're just gonna like bludgeon it to death and then ask it questions, and it's got a sewn mouth. We're like, ah, we
Yeah,
have to kill
that
this
was
one. And we kill the
perfect
next
timing.
one. Yeah.
Done deal. Sam always takes the longest in the bathroom.
You gotta be fine.
He drinks a lot of alcohol, so it's a
That's
lot
true.
of
He
liquid
does.
coming
He
out
drinks
of
a
it.
Doesn't
lot
that
of
dehydrate you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't make you pee less.
There's still a lot of liquid.
Yeah.
We're talking about how you take so long to pee.
Oh, yeah, he's drunk. Hi, Tastia from chat.
Oh. I haven't looked at chat. Who's in there?
Have you
Nobody?
played with Tastia yet? Like any D&D or Fiasco or anything?
Nope.
It's fun. You
Is
should
that
sometime.
Tasia Sai from Twitter?
No.
Yeah.
That
Is
is...
she? What is
It's
her?
that girl, the rogue.
Yeah, that girl the rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, by the way.
Hi. Hello.
She played a changeling witch in a Kim Venture game.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is so much fun.
It was fun, yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna get.
We're all... Oh, wait. No, Mike's not back.
This is gonna get ugly.
What? No.
Adam
That's
is
not
so
having it ugly.
ominous as a DM.
Yeah, I know, right? I like it when DMs metagame like that. Like, oh man, I'm gonna fuck you guys up. You're like, oh no!
I'm just waiting for John to get fucked up over by a mind flayer.
Oh man, I'm super excited because like as soon as I saw that and you guys didn't, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be real cool.
Maybe we
If
wake
that-
up and there's been a mind flayer embraced us the whole time, and this entire adventure has been it slowly munching on our mind and just what we've
That'd
been
be cool.
imagining as it's been happening.
Don't give him ideas. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're all still standing by the mirror.
Yeah. And my
Oh
player's
my
tentacles
God.
are just pulling us
All
to
right,
the
you guys
mirror.
need to stop talking. Stop talking.
Yeah, you're giving.
I can't believe I got a note from Priscilla. That's crazy.
I got a bag of torches.
I want to look
That's
at
a
what.
sweet moment.
And I thought you were going to be the hardest one to lure into reaching into that thing.
I almost
And you were.
didn't. Yeah, I almost didn't go for it. So
I
You were
want
the
to know
hardest
what's
one.
more of the stuff.
I assume it's because you're a monk, so you don't really desire anything.
I don't really desire
That's
anything.
true.
Yeah.
Namaste.
You just sort of
And
want
I
to
almost
help or something.
like. I wonder if that would have had an effect on like
What
the
happens to
path
you?
if
Like
I
maybe there's
didn't.
not a bad version of you if you didn't do it.
I just like disappear from the game. Adam's like, "Sorry, you can't play. You didn't reach in the mirror, so you're dead."
Nope.
Get out of
I
here.
had a plan for it. I had a plan for what would happen.
Oh, we'll never
and,
know.
I had a
you know
plan
what's
for a lot
great?
of things.
See, he
I had a
probably
plan for.
planned.
I could tell you that I had a plan for John using Mage Hand to reach into that frickin' mirror and pick out that book.
I just remembered that I had spells, so
I had a lot of
literally just
plans.
remembered.
Worst arcane trickster ever.
Sorry.
You know what's funny is I bet Adam wasn't planning for me to reach into the mirror, so when I actually did, he's like, "You have a bag of torches."
No, it was like I said, your bait was the trickiest to come up with because of the fact that the monk has very little that he wants. But think of what torches provide for you, right? And you've got something that benefits the entire party.
I've got a book.
What a sweet helmet.
All right, are we ready to go?
Yep.
Good.
I'm sure Adam
Okay.
had 100% confidence I would have reached in. I'm sure he never
I knew
imagined
you
that I
had
ever
that was the
would.
question. Like, I wanted to be certain, so I made sure and figure out that sigil situation. But,
Yeah.
but I could have put like a little vial that says "Do not touch" in there, and
I would have reached
Sam
in
would have been like,
100%. That's just
See what
metagaming Sam.
happens.
I'm going to play a low wisdom character and I'm going to do the things.
Should have put a shiny red button in it.
You are in a room with a headless Silixian and a headed Silixian. They're quite easy to tell apart.
One has a head, one doesn't. Roll.
Did
I
you
want to
start
take a look
getting
at the
all older?
body.
Mhm.
Does this look like they're mutations or grafts? Like, how does that everything look like it's put together?
It looks like it's just a normal half elf that is been just grotesque in some way. Like it just is a grotesque version of Silixian. Its arm, the tendons, if you're kind of taking a closer look at them, that have been exposed. It looks like they almost have like a leathery texture to them, like they've been exposed for quite some time and have been treated almost with something to give them a kind of a different nature than a traditional hand tendon. Because if you think about it, if you cut your actual hand or your wrist open, all of those tendons that work your fingers all the way down run all the way down to your elbow, and it's like strings on a guitar almost, right? And so each one of them has been like separated out and kind of wound around this chunk of wood, and it looks very much like this is something that he's done to himself.
Okay. That was gonna be my next question.
God damn it, Adam. Really?
But the sewn mouth and missing tongue does not look like these are probably things that it's done to himself.
I'd imagine not.
Did he age when he died?
No.
So, Alexia, did you recognize any of the music that he was playing? Is this a song that lives in your heart at all?
I don't know. Is
It's
it?
kind of up to you. I think it'd be better if it was, but I don't know if there's any songs that are particularly noteworthy to you.
But I
It might have
did.
been just something that it enjoyed.
Yeah, maybe.
Do we see the instrument now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see kind of like a cello or violin bow sitting next to it, and
Hey, tendons.
Yeah, if Selixian took a look, he could kind of tell that there's almost a pickup, kind of a setup on the base by his wrist, and these tendons have been stretched taut to the point where they are musically inclined. So this is what he was playing, was his arm.
Wow. I posted something very similar to that on my Twitter once. Interesting.
It's really gross. Ugh.
I love it. I think it's great. Not regard, Sam.
Cool.
Selection is super creeped out.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want to pluck one of those strings.
Sam is the weirdest boner right now.
you pluck a string and you hear a deep whining sound to it, and Selixian, it feels like there are just kind of bugs crawling in your arm.
Garrett is the worst.
You feel the vibration all up and down your
He's
arm.
curious of what it is.
Is it a
That gave me
good
chills.
vibration?
It is the worst vibration,
Oh.
and your ring finger just kind of twitches a little bit.
Oh. I'm so icked out.
You know what? I
You
can't
pull on
wait
the correct
until we
tendons to make
kill
him fit the bird.
not Garrett and we just all poke him.
You know it's gonna happen.
Everyone.
I wish to spend healing on the party. Mr. Adam Bash,
Mm-hmm.
lay on hands, to my understanding, is that the constraining resource is just my pool of divine healing, and that it's not casting a spell. Like, because it's not in my spell list. Is that your understanding of that as well?
Oh shit, I don't know. You're
Yeah,
supposed to
it's
know.
lay on hands is not a spell.
Right.
It's
Okay.
an ability that
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you'd be doubly hampered if you have.
Exactly.
You know, you have.
I do have a spell that does healing as well, so I don't mind spending all my lay of
That's
hands.
independent. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
I have
excellent.
healing too, so
I've got 13 to spend. I'll do
I
5.
have so
all
much
kinds of
healing.
saves.
I'll do 5 to John, 4 to Mike,
Yes.
4 to John.
I need
Uh,
5.
Don't really need it if someone needs more. So I can take them for.
Well, that gets them pretty close to full. 5 to John Ceratos, he's just down 2.
Yep, I'm good.
And then I'm a
So you can
spend.
give him some.
Can I
of
check
my
out the
extra
stage?
and make him full if you want.
What's up?
If
Can
that's
I
your
check out
wish,
the
then
stage?
I acquiesced, John.
Yeah. If you go down to the stage, there are old, tattered curtains that are basically falling apart there. The stage is just basically a large slab of stone, and you've kind of had to go down the stairs to get down to it, basically. So you've continued to go kind of down into the earth further and further to get down there. And there's an exit to the back left of the stage.
Okay, just while I'm down there, I want to play something on my golden lyre to take
Okay.
advantage of the
Sure,
opportunity.
All right. What do you play?
Just
500
a very-
miles.
A very mournful, song.
Okay.
I'm gonna join in with my loot.
There you go.
As you play this mournful tune, the acoustics of this room make it feel overwhelmingly so, to the point where both of you feel like you almost can't continue to play it. It is too moving to you. But you guys managed to make it through.
You see a single tear rolling down Kurug's face.
And Kurug joins in singing along. I'm so fancy. But
No,
that's
that's
not-
fast lane. It's kind of
the most mournful Iggy Azalea song. That's you guys play your little tune. It was good.
Alright.
And Mike gets inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's an exit back in the stage area.
Mhm.
Okay. Gather up our shit. Let's go.
Okay. You guys head on down, and
Oh,
Open
I
it
should
up.
go.
or do
I'm
you?
gonna go back and pick up my lantern because I forgot that.
I pick up my torch.
That'd be useful.
I've already picked up my axe.
There's a doorway down there behind the to the backside of the stage. There's no door. It's just a doorway. It's a hall leading down, also at kind of a slight decline, and you don't really see anything down there. There's a couple of offshoots further down.
Okay.
Who's left that hasn't faced their other? Who's me?
You and
Garrett.
Fred and John.
We've only faced 3.
And Garrick's. Alright. Should be on guard.
Okay. So there's offshoots. Which way?
Mm-hmm. The first one that you would come to would be to the left. It's this hallway is significantly smaller than the main passage that you guys were traveling down earlier. And the offshoot to the left, if you kind of peek your head around the corner, it looks like a fairly large and immaculately decorated throne room. There is a giant stone throne in the middle of the room, and tattered banners on the wall. Stone pews facing the throne where subjects could sit. And casting light into the room, you don't see anything of note except that the throne remains dark. Light does not seem to act as it should on that throne.
Mr. Bash, do I recognize this room?
You do. It is the throne room of your father.
Oh snap!
That's not good.
It is not how you remember it. There was life here at one point, but it is dark and dreary and tattered. But the banners are your father's banners. The throne is his throne.
My companions, I haven't shared too much of my past, but Ingward, my father, this looks to me like his throne room. There has never been a greater evil that I've known in this world than him.
Your dad was evil.
It sounds like you have quite the dark past.
Dark past.
Or you have daddy issues.
Both.
Look at all the references.
As you guys have this moment of contemplation in the doorway, the darkness on the throne shifts, and a dark form seems to stand from the throne. Roll initiative.
Got it.
Yeah.
The Death Knight.
7. The worst initiative tonight. 7. I'm going last.
I got 13.
I also got 7.
Which
All
right.
I have really high dexterity.
Oh yeah, because he's a monk.
Adam, how does my ring feel on my finger? Just like a ring?
Yep, just like a ring.
Okay.
Korak goes first.
Okay.
This
How
thing
far away am I?
okay, so this is not a massive room. You're going to be about 40 feet away from the throne itself. This thing is kind of just medium-sized. It does not appear to be like a massive spirit or anything like this. It's wearing a crown. Its eyes are pure white, and it does not appear to touch the ground. It kind of trails off in wispy smoke near its feet. Those of you that are religiously inclined or have much experience with the undead will recognize it as a wraith.
Does it have a male or female outline?
You can't really tell, but you definitely feel that this is a kingly crown.
Got it.
Remember, it is our objective to keep this one alive so we may ask it some questions.
I don't want to keep this one alive.
It's a giant smoking ghost.
Correct.
I understand you have daddy issues, but we must
Come
get
on,
some
Korak.
information.
I'm Ricard.
It's Korak's turn.
Darn.
Okay. I run up to it and smack it with my axe.
Okay. Let's see if you do.
20.
That hits.
Not a crit. That is 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'll use my extra attack to do it again.
Okay.
That is 19.
That hits.
And 15 damage.
Nice. Where did you hit him?
In the left leg,
Okay.
or whatever is in that area.
Where legs should
where
be.
legs would be, yeah.
Rickard, you feel both of these hits. They feel like pressure on your legs.
Got it.
And that's me.
All right. Next up is Selixian.
All right, I'm going to use vicious mockery again and say, "The crown is very ugly."
I agree.
That's so rude.
He has to make a DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. He does.
Well then, I just say, his crown is very ugly, and he feels no other effects.
Your crown's real ugly. That's awesome.
You've got no legs.
If you don't have any feet, how does that make you feel?
He falls
Very
over.
sad.
Ah!
Alright. Goofs.
Okay, so then...
Oh no, John.
No, it's
No,
Garrett.
Dad.
Yo, dude. I want to cast Firebolt on this
Okay.
dude with a 17.
That hits.
Yes. Yeah. 2d10. Where's my other d10? For 15.
Okay, he takes 7.
Ah. Well, and,
Resistant to fire.
well, that's good to know. Now I'm gonna use a nice spell. Maybe he's allergic to ice. I'm done, by the
I'm
way.
sure he is. Okay, it is Rickard's turn.
What's my distance between me and this guy?
40 feet.
You?
Me and me. I channel Sacred Weapon. So I place my hand on the sword and run it along it, and my sword begins to glow with like a golden light. And then I move my full 30 towards him. And end my turn.
Okay. This thing will, from kind of the mists around its arms, a tendril will kind of snake out at Kureg. And crit fails, so that is very lucky for you. So he does not hit you. He takes a step back through the throne, and is now on the other side of the room from you guys. So you're gonna have to kind of go down around the stone barricades, or I guess you could kind of jump over them to get back to where he is. But he's back behind the throne now, out of reach. You would have to kind of like run around. It'd be about 30 feet to get around back to him, or you could jump down and then just charge kind of straight at him. But
Got it.
the throne's between you and him at this point, and that's his turn. Let's see. Ganthrix or Vistra. I guess it depends on Dex. Who's got the higher Dex?
I have a 12.
Yeah, I have 16.
Okay, so that'd be Ganthrix.
What's the distance between myself and
He's now
Anti-Rickard?
70. He's now 70 feet from you.
Okay. Let's see. You said that there was a large stone in the room?
So there's stone pews basically lining up towards this throne, and then there's large stone pews to either side of the throne, which would kind of be the impedance to try to get to him without kind of going around them.
Okay. So I have a move called Step of the Wind, and it's a bonus action. For 1 key point, I can disengage, dash, or jump is doubled. So would I be able to do like a Chinese movie wire fu jump that is doubled, and just kind of like do my movement, jump off the pew, get within range. 40 plus the jump, so that I think would be 70 feet for
Sure.
one keeper. Awesome.
Go for it.
That's super rad.
Yeah.
I want to make a monk.
I will do all that great stuff. Do I need to, make a roll, or is that just my key point expended?
Yeah, if you're spending a key point, we can say you do it. I mean, you're just moving
Perfect.
around the room. I don't really have a problem with that.
So yeah, I want you to imagine Chow Yun Fat just gliding through the air, but in slow motion, and then he jumps in front of Dark Rickard and makes his attacks. So I will get 3 strikes. 17 plus 6, 23.
Hits.
18 plus 6, 24.
Hits.
7 plus 6, 13.
Missed.
Okay, so that will be 4 damage. And fucking 4 damage. 2 ones. Awesome.
Super cool.
That is it. But I got a cool Chow Yun Fat scene out of it, so.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Vistra, or Vista. Sorry, I keep saying. I don't know what is Vistra.
No, it's Vista.
What is
Vista.
Vista?
The operating system.
I mean, I'm running Vista right now.
So am
Are
I.
you really?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna run my 25 feet towards not Rickon. And then I'm gonna try to use Sacred Flame again. So
Sacred
he has to
that
beat 13 Wisdom DC.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's Dexterity.
Oh, well, he didn't do either, so he gets hit.
Yay! That means I get to hit him. 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Does he seem especially vulnerable to radiant?
What was the damage?
9.
Okay. No, I mean he doesn't seem vulnerable, but he doesn't seem resistant to it,
Got it.
which is a
It's just
plus.
resistant to fire. Okay.
Okay. Top of the round. Correct.
Top of the room.
You're
Yeah,
gonna have
so-
to jump over one of these pews next to the throne room, or next to the throne, to get back there to him, or you could kind of run around in a.
I'm going
circle.
to leap off the throne. What I want to, how far, if I went over the throne, how far beyond that would you be?
We'll call it 15 feet back.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to leap off of the throne at the same time as bringing my axe down over my head to strike them. So, like a leaping strike. Do you want me to roll to get over the throne, or?
No, you're a pretty big dude. But you're cutting a corner of this throne though, because this thing's pretty tall.
Alright. Alright, so first attack. That is terrible. That's like 11.
That's a miss.
Okay, and then the extra attack. 25.
That hits.
10 damage.
Okay. All right.
And I'm done.
And it is Slixine's turn. This thing is got cover from where you are now.
And how far away am I?
If you went right over one of those pews, you could get to it in about 25 feet. If you went around and ran around kind of the side of one of those things and didn't actually hurdle over it, that's going to be about 45.
Can I try and go over?
Yeah, sure.
Would you like some kind of check for that?
No?
Alright, I'll just go straight at it and whack it with my warhammer.
Okay.
Double-handed. 19.
That hits.
That's a d10. Oh. 3 damages.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damages.
All right. Anything else?
I just look at the crown and snort.
Because his crown's dumb.
It'll remember that. That would be
Other Rickard
Garrett's turn.
remembers that.
Garrett's turn.
Okay. So how far am I away? I didn't move last time.
I don't know. You're kind of in the same spot that Mike was. So.
Okay, so 25 feet, and I can get in range.
Sure.
Or would that be right up on top of him, or no? I want to be away.
Okay. I mean, you could like prop yourself up on one of these little stone pews next to the throne, and just like if you're doing something ranged, you could just like try to snipe down on him from there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Nat 20. I don't know how spells work with Nat 20s. What do
you roll your damage twice.
Yeah.
So it'd be 2d8, so I get 4d8.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 10. And then... Sorry, math. 25 damage. Cool.
Okay. It is resistant. Takes 12. And Rickard, you feel a chill kind of go through your body.
So he's resistant to cold and fire.
But not radiant.
Should just hit him.
All right, Rickard's turn.
Excellent. Is there anyone within melee range of Dark Rickard?
Yes.
There's like 3 people there.
3 people.
Excellent. I wish to close to melee to be within 5 feet of as many as I can. I now believe this thing to be a version of me that chose a different path, and I am very intent on killing it and banishing it from this world. May I attack melee? Am I able to close?
What's your move speed?
30.
Yeah, you could do it.
Cool. I do it. We agree, so I do that.
Bitcoin.
Do I have advantage?
No.
Okay. I have 2 attacks, so these are rolling both at once. 18 on 1 and 4, but let me add, I have both charisma and strength being added because it's sacred weapon. So, like 27. And,
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 1 hits. I'm also going to burn a spell and do. I'm so sorry, it was right here. Divine Spite. So I add an extra D8, I think, of damage to what I do.
Any types with that smiting?
Yes, thank you. Radiant.
Okay.
And all my damage, I think, is changed to Radiant with Sacred Weapon anyways.
Okay.
That's a 1. That's a 7. That's 8 plus, I believe, 5. So that'd be 13 damages. Radiant.
Okay. All right. So it looks pretty busted up. There's mist coming through places that shouldn't probably have mist coming through them, and it reaches out to Rickard. Whew. It's a 22 to hit AC. I assume that hits.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, it does.
Okay. This is more d8s than I have. Okay.
It's never a good thing to hear. I don't have that much life, by the way.
Okay, so that is...
Or I have healing potions.
6,
I
12,
have
14,
healing.
17 necrotic damage.
I can endure that.
And you need to make a Constitution save.
Rolled an 8. I don't think I have any pluses to saves of that sort.
Okay, that was a DC 14 Constitution save, so you take an additional 17 points of necrotic damage.
I'm dead.
Like, straight up dead?
Well, like, at 5th, I think if you go below 0, you're just at 0. So I'm at 0.
Oh, wait, I take it back. Sorry, I didn't read this right. That did not happen. Okay, so you took the... Were you at full health when you got attacked?
It was at full health.
Okay. You took the 17 points of damage. Your maximum hit point total is now 17 points lower than where it was before. So you are currently having 17 points taken off your hit points. You are now still at max health. That's what it was. It's not an additional 17, but your maximum hit points have been reduced by 17.
That's awesome. That's real cool.
That's going to last until you finish a extended rest.
So that's like real long, isn't that?
Depending on when we choose to sleep.
And this thing will take another move backwards through the wall.
Through the wall?
Through the wall.
Into the wall.
We can't go that way.
This is so good with my backstory. I love you, Adam.
And it is now. It is now not visible to any of you. It is not in this room.
The imagery of that is not lost on Rickard.
It's going to take some damage for ending its turn immured in a wall.
Does it kill itself?
I rolled the one. It very well could. We'll see. Oh,
Damn it, we won't be able to question it.
4 points of damage of its 4 points that it had.
Oh no!
So
It
this
actually
thing
works so
steps back into the wall and just is gone. You
Suicide.
hear kind of a distant scream, and the crown that it was wearing does not pass it through the wall with it. Clangs onto the ground,
The ugly ass crown.
and there is just this poof as mist kind of pours out from the wall. Rickard, you are having a hard time catching your breath. It feels like there's extreme pressure on you from all
Oh
sides.
my god.
Wow.
It is bearable,
Yeah, put-
but it is
Oh my god.
palpable.
That's
I was
pretty
completely kidding when I asked that.
I lied, my friends, or misspoke the truth when I said the most evil thing I had ever encountered in this world is Ingward. That's not true. The most evil thing I've ever seen in this world is me, and what I have done, and I can
I'm
never
gonna point my-
achieve forgiveness.
I'm
or
gonna point my
absolution.
rapier at it.
This-
From behind you, you all hear the sound of a shield slamming onto the floor, and you hear a voice say, "The most evil thing you've ever seen is me." And if you turn around, you are
The Dragonborn?
still in initiative.
It's a
I'm
dragon.
pointing my rapier at that now. What is it?
Is a large dragonborn
Yeah.
standing in the doorway.
Oh
It
no.
Is wielding a. Well, let's see what it was. It's wielding a massive longsword. It is armed also with a tower shield, about the size of Vistra, actually. You can gauge that from this distance because there are 3 dwarfs tied to the shield.
Oh,
So it is
nice.
acting as a shield and as a
Like
meat
the
shield.
guys in Borderlands.
Like
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
the guy in Borderlands.
Yeah, very much like the dude from Borderlands. So yeah,
I'm
there's 3
glad
dwarves
this
tied to
guy's
the
come
shield.
along because Kurag would have been stupid enough to run at the wall thinking it was an illusion, and that was how the raid passed through it. But luckily he's been distracted.
My sacred weapon lasts a minute. Can I have like 2 rounds of combat, say, with it? Or is that...
It's 6 turns, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so it's probably gone by now. Probably extinguished.
No, it's 10
No,
turns. Because each turn is
he's only
6
had
seconds, isn't
only
it?
had like 2 rounds or 3 rounds tops.
Okay, so I've got like
Well,
3
oh, yeah,
rounds with
that's-
it or something.
Yeah.
I think you have it for 10 rounds then, because each turn is like 6 seconds, isn't it?
Got it.
That's a minute.
All right, so this thing is in the doorway, standing there, and it is actually its turn. So it is kind of a weird thing. It drops its shield, and the legs on these dwarves just instinctually kind of fall forward, and they support the weight of the shield. So the shield remains standing, and he grasps a javelin and hurls it at Garrett, who is standing there on nice and like form, like a nice little target to shoot at on top of that little stone cube. So he hurls a javelin. It is 26 versus AC.
Did
Yeah.
he have disadvantage or not? Probably not. I don't think I'm within 5 feet of Garrett.
He's not within. No, it's
Got
not
it.
within because Garrett's not within 5 of you.
Got it.
As a
Alright,
dwarf,
so-
I'm horrified. As a player, I am so amused.
You are
Oh
gonna
my
take
god, this is awesome.
5 piercing damage,
Okay.
and he's gonna actually roll another one.
Oh boy.
Not quite as good. This is gonna be a 14 versus AC.
That ties.
Okay, so you managed to get out of the way of the second one.
Just barely.
After doing that, he quickly slides his arm right back into the shield. Since it's been standing the whole time, it's not really any huge issue for him to hoist it back up. So he is back to having a giant tower shield and a longsword.
That's so crazy.
And it is...
I think it's my turn.
yeah, it would be. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mantrix's turn.
Well, it seems like it is time for you to face my dark past. And you all know me as a very calm and quiet dragonborn, but I had a past once. So
Is he
please
telling
be
us
careful.
This whole
Please be
story.
careful of my breath.
Your breath.
Yes. And then at that point, I just sprint right towards myself. How far would you say I am?
It was right in the doorway. Let's see, 40, then it's 60 feet. You're gonna have to jump the hard way up these pews because there's no like seat on them or anything like that. Like from this side, you're kind of down behind the throne.
I am. If I take like, do we have like a state action where like if it approaches me I could strike or?
Yeah, I mean you could like hold an attack.
Okay. Oh, so you said how many feet? 60?
60, but I would make you do a athletics check in the middle there to get over that stone pew from your side. If you went around the thing, you're gonna be looking at 80 feet all told to get around the pew and not have to make the athletics check.
Now, if I make the athletics check though, would I get there in the movement? Because I only move 40 though, so it wouldn't matter, right?
No, you would. I mean, if you made the athletics check, you could move 40 feet basically, which wouldn't get you all the way there.
Got it. Okay. So I will use an athletic check and start hurtling over all the pews and move my 40 feet.
Okay.
So there isn't. Oh, there is an athletics. Okay, so it's +5. 12 plus 5, so 17.
Okay, you make it.
So I'm just hurtling over these pews as I try to get closer. I reach to the end of my 40 feet, and my hands are behind my back, and I just flip my hands forward as I sling darts at myself. And that is 9 plus 6, which is 15 to...
He raises his shield, and one of the darts punctures one of the dwarves tied to it. It screams out in anguish, but they do not reach the Dragonborn. He is unharmed by them.
I grimace, and then I just start emitting a low growl, and my turn is done.
You basically did some Naruto shit. Believe it.
Yeah.
All right, it is Vistra.
Okay, how far away am I?
Where the hell were you? This is
I
the
didn't really
downside.
move very much.
So you were like kind of like right in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll say you're like 15 feet away from it.
Okay, then I'm going to cast blindness. So, he has to do a Constitution saving throw, and the DC is 13.
Okay. Oof, yeah, he crushes that with an 18. So he ducks down behind his shield. All three dwarfs scream.
And I will take 25 steps away.
Okay, in the general vicinity of what? The throne, Garrett, like the rest of the party's past the throne.
away.
Garrett's next to the throne. You could go to like one of the sides of the room if you want
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna go to the side of the room, spread out, so he doesn't have a big target.
Okay, fair enough. All right, top of the round. Craig.
Right, yeah, I guess I'm like 60 away as well, so we're both in melee range, right?
Mm-hmm. 60 if you jump the pews, 80 if you don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump the pews. I've got plus 7 to athletics. So that is 17.
Okay, no problem.
And I will go into a rage. So I've actually got 1 rage left. And also go into a frenzy for the next round, because the effects of frenzy take effect on my next turn. So
Okay.
I'm just preparing that. And I will fling a hand at him. And that is an 8.
The hand axe buries itself in the head of one of the dwarves, the dwarf that took the dart, and so you now have a dead dwarf tied to a shield. 2 more are living, but you did not hit the dragon. All right. Next up is Slixian.
How far away am I?
You're kind of the same distance. 60 if you jump the 60 if you jump over the pew, 80 if you run around.
All right. Well, I'm going to cast hypnotic pattern on the dragonborn and the dwarves, I guess. A 30-foot cube, so that should cover them all.
Okay.
And they have to each has to make a wisdom save. 15 DC.
Okay. Dwarf has a 3. Other dwarf has a 2, and our boy the dragonborn has a 12.
Okay, so anybody who failed is charmed, and as they're charmed, they're incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
Okay.
And they can make an action. No, wait. If their incapacitated ends if they take any damage or someone shakes them out of their stupor.
Okay.
And I will move 30 feet closer.
Does it end on your turn at all? Like at the end of your next
No.
turn?
It lasts up to 1 minute.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. Now it is Garrett.
Can I cast magic missile at the dwarves?
Sure.
Why?
Well, because if I hit the big guy, big evil you, he's gonna be unincapacitated.
But they're not doing anything.
If
Yeah, but if he drops his shield again, he'll have to pick it up. Like, it won't be standing. That's my logic.
I
Well,
guess I
he's-
can see that logic, but
Yes,
we could also
can-
save the dwarves.
we can coup de grace him. As he's
Oh, cool.
incapacitated.
That's a good idea. How far am I? I was standing on a pew.
Yeah, so you're 30 feet.
30 feet? I'm still not in range. Well, no, I'm still not in range.
Oh, actually, no, wait. The pew was at the throne. The throne was 40 feet from the doorway. He's in the doorway, so 40.
Ugh. I'm gonna double move 30 to him. And that's it. Just
Okay.
can't shoot the dwarves.
Rickard.
He's incapacitated at the moment.
Yeah.
With 9 wisdom, even though I'm grievously injured, I will attempt to banish this evil with no thought for my well-being. So I'll full move to be within melee. Double move.
Okay.
And then that's
You're
probably
gonna
the
have
end.
you're gonna have to give me an athletics to get over this.
Happily.
Oh, wait, what is your movement? What is your movement?
My movement is 30. If I double move, it's
Okay.
60.
So yeah, so you need to do an athletics to get over the pew.
That's fine.
I did not quite quit one. I'm probably going to give you like a total of like 7 there.
Do you not have a character sheet?
I do. I just have to math everything.
All right. Well, you jump up to try to to get over this thing, and you are just like you just got a little bit too much vigor in it. You did just face the undead wraith of yourself, so your
And your
mind's
health
just not
points
really on it. So you
Seven.
don't clear the wall. So that was at we'll say that's at the end of your first move. So you could
I get 30.
you could make another move to go to the side of the wall. You won't reach him, or you could try it again, and we would put you on top of the wall, but that would use up your move. Basically, is what I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go to the side of the wall then.
Okay. So
And
you can see him from where you're at. You're around the side of the pew now.
sounds good.
That's kind of where you're at. All right, it's this thing's turn, and it can't do anything, so it's going to stand there.
It's gonna stand there and do nothing.
Yep.
Looking lovingly at
All right.
Sirix's.
So now it is Ganthrix's turn.
So as I see the hand axe plunge into the middle dwarf's body, you could visibly see the color drain from his scales. And then, is there anybody in front of me? Was it just Vistra?
Yes.
So probably only Vistra, if she's paying attention, will see like this glaze go over my eyes as like all the expression goes out of my face, and I like pull out one of those like Super Saiyan moves where I like flex and you just feel like this energy coming out of me, and I just rush myself. And once I'm in melee range, I'm gonna spend a key point and do Flurry of Blows. So instead of one extra strike, it gives me 2 extra strikes, which gives me 4 strikes this round against the warrior Ganthrix. 14 plus 6 is 20. 12 plus 6 is 18. 10 plus 6 is 16. And 3 plus 6 is 9. So 16, 18, and 20.
1 hits.
Oh, shit. Alright, I will do, unfortunately, only 4 damage.
Okay.
But, since one of my strikes hits, and it does take Ganthrix out of being incapacitated, I will also, once again, use another key point, and I will do Stunning Action, or Stunning Strike, so it technically is stunned, which means everybody will get advantage against him for this next turn. And that's it. That's all I got.
Did you get advantage for him being incapacitated? Or do you?
No, unfortunately,
That's not how it works?
incapacitated specifically only says that the creature cannot take any actions.
Got it. Understood.
All right, so that brings up Vistra.
Let's see, I should have actually gone closer so I could have hit him. Now I have to use magic and I don't have very many attack spells. Okay, I am gonna use Spiritual Weapon again and put it right next to him. And so I have to hit him. Where did I put my dice? Oh,
No,
yeah.
you're gonna get advantage because of the stun.
Okay. How much is that?
You're just gonna roll
Just means you
2
roll
d20s.
twice.
Right?
Hey,
Okay.
real quick,
You take
Mike
the higher.
asked a question of whether or not I get max damage because he's incapacitated. Is that how
Right.
incapacitated works?
Is that how incapacitated works? I don't know that that's how incapacitated works.
Mm.
It's not like he's unconscious. He just can't take an action.
Because he's charmed and he's friendly,
Right.
essentially.
Hmm.
Yeah, if he was unconscious, then I think we would be able to auto crit, but
No.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I got 22 versus AC.
That hits.
Yes. Okay, so that is 1d8. Ooh, and I got an 8. plus 5, which is 13.
Cool. All right. He takes 13 damage.
Yay.
So we're back up to Kurag.
I move into melee range.
Okay.
And because I am raging and frenzying, I will get an attack plus a bonus action, another attack, and my extra attack. So first attack is 16.
That does not hit. Did you do the advantage?
Oh, wasn't it? Okay, sorry. Second roll for that one then. That makes it a 26.
That hit.
And that is... what's my 18 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And then my bonus frenzy attack is... Do I get advantage on each of these attacks, or is it just like the first one?
It's stunned. You would think you would continue to be stunned, right?
Yeah, I think it would be on each independent attack because they're independent of each other.
I'll take that first roll, which was a 15, so that is 22.
That hits.
And that is 17 damage.
Okay.
And my extra attack is 20. Not natural.
That hits.
And that is 15 damage.
Okay. Wow.
And that's me done.
You just felt like you got punched like 6 times there, Gantrix.
I think I'm
Sorry.
completely oblivious to pain.
Yeah, you probably didn't actually
I don't
notice.
feel any pain.
Alright. Alright, so now it is Elixian's turn again.
And I moved up 30 feet. So, did he move on his turn?
He couldn't. He's
He
still in
couldn't.
the same spot.
Is he still?
Blocking the door.
And so, am I within 30 feet now?
Yep.
And is there a space for me to get up and whack him with my hammer?
Yes, there is.
All right, I'll do that because I don't see a reason not to. I rolled a 8.
That misses.
Does 8 hit his AC? No.
No.
He's stunned.
Don't you
Do I
still
get
have
advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still get advantage.
There we go. That's better. 23.
That hits.
All right, I do D10, 7 bludgeoning.
Okay. So is he stunned? How long is he stunned until the end of Gantrix's turn?
Yes, until the end of my turn. So he does lose 1 turn, essentially, which would be this round.
Yeah. So it is Garrett's turn.
I'm gonna light him on fire.
You drunkie.
He's so good. How's a 19 versus AC do you?
It misses.
Damn it. Okay, so my firebolt goes wide.
And it strikes a dwarf in the face.
Oh
And
no.
You get to see a dwarf's face melt off. So
I'm
you're
sorry.
only down to 1 more dwarf.
Shit, fuck.
The one on the left is dead. The one on the right is dead.
Okay. Awesome. I'm
All right. It is this thing. Oh no, wait, it's Rickard's turn first.
Rickard has another turn of Sacred Weapon, so he closes to melee and attacks. Do I still have advantage?
Yeah, if you could get to it, but there are 2 people in your way. Because Gantrix is there, and Kureg is there, and Slixian is there. So the 3 spaces around this doorway that it's standing in are all being blocked by your allies. Unless you have reach of some sort.
Not really. I got a longsword and a shield. Instead, for going a movement,
I could probably drop them. And well, crossbow's a loading weapon, so I don't think you can drop your weapons, take out a crossbow, arm the crossbow, and fire the crossbow in a turn, can you?
No, you would not. Well, I mean, you kept it like loaded. You kept a loaded crossbow. I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I don't.
You have the
think would.
safety on?
I move within to be 5 foot of my allies that are within melee.
Okay.
And I don't know that there's much I can do. Casting Sacred Weapon is not a spell thing; it's a channeled thing. So I can redo it and forgo a movement, an action to do it. It just costs an action, basically. So I restart my Sacred Weapon.
Okay. And then it's this thing's turn, and it's stunned, so it can't do jack. Again.
Gross.
Anthrix's turn.
All right, so I will do 3 hits, and I will. What's up?
Are we still trying to interrogate it, or
Yes.
are you blinded by rage?
I'm pretty blinded by rage, though, and
Okay.
and I go into a helicopter kick, and as I strike him in the face 3 times with my clawed feet, I start screaming at him and say, "You will not hurt anybody. You will no longer hurt anybody anymore." And that's a 12 plus 6, so 18 misses.
Yep.
That misses. Oh, that's 2 rolls per. So those first 2 misses. That's 1 attack. This one will hit 23.
Yep.
So 1 hits, and then the last attack is a 21 as well.
So 2 of them hit.
But I'm gonna go ahead and roll my advantage for both of those, just in case I get a crit. That's a 19, so that's a miss. Not a crit. And that's an 18, so not a crit. So yeah, I get 2 attacks in. 5 damage and 5 damage. So
Okay.
10 damage altogether.
Okay. And Vistra,
Yep.
right? Is that all you can
That's
do?
it. That's all I got.
Okay. Vistra.
I guess I'll go with Sacred Flame again. Dexterity saving throw.
So how does firing into melee work with this edition?
I have no idea.
It's. I think it's disadvantage.
Advantage.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
double check.
Because Matt always yells at me because I don't get shooting into combat.
Yeah. I haven't really thought about that to this point because it probably could have been called a few times, but now that there's 3 people like basically blocking the doorway, you're
Yeah,
gonna have to take disadvantage on an attack on him.
that sounds right.
So if you're trying to range attack on him, you're just gonna have to roll
Disadvantage
twice.
is correct. Yeah. Range attack in close combat is disadvantage.
Okay. So you can absolutely do Sacred Flame, but you're gonna have to roll twice and take the worst.
Okay. Well, no, it's I don't roll. You have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah. This is a spell
So
thing.
then instead you get advantage on that saving throw.
Right. Okay, let's see what happens.
Does that work that way? Is it kind of like a reverse where you get advantage on those rolls? I don't know.
No idea.
Just house rule it.
Wow. Okay. Well, he critted on the so
Crit.
he's totes good. So you want to move around that room anymore? Do anything else?
Yeah, I'll start making my way closer.
Okay. All right. So we're back up to Craig.
Okay. Do I still have advantage on?
No, he's no longer stunned.
Yeah, no more.
First attack is gonna miss. That's a 14. My bonus attack, nat 20. Ooh, this is gonna be good. So I have savage attacks, so I get to roll 1 extra damage dice on crit. So that is 3d12 plus 4.
Wow, that's gonna be brutal.
That's insane.
There's
So
no coming back.
first one is 11. That's 5, and 1. So 17 plus 4, 21 damage.
Okay.
And I get my extra attack, which I rolled 2, so nothing else.
All right. That was a pretty sizable smack on him. All right, Selexian. No, wait. Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
Selexian's turn.
As a bonus action, who's within 60 feet of me?
Everyone.
Everyone? Who
Mhm.
wants inspiration?
Not me.
Not me.
I will, Garrick. So, Garrick, I will give you Bardic Inspiration, which allows you to add a D8 to pretty much any roll before the result is determined.
Sweet.
Okay? So, attack, skill check, you can add it to AC if someone's
Fred's got
attacking
a
you. Saving throw, whatever. Okay.
Oh,
And then
cool.
I
So
will-
you can add that to AC. You
if
say?
someone attacks you, you can add it to AC.
Sweet.
Okay, so now I will smash my Warhammer on the guy we're fighting.
Okay.
23.
He actually parries this one. No longer stunned. He swipes it aside with his longsword.
That's not cool.
Sorry,
I was
bro.
always wondering how parry works. Because I was reading the monster manual. Do you only get to
Does
use
that
it like
subtract?
once?
Parry is a reaction that some monsters have it, and it allows you to add a set amount to your
Yeah,
AC
there's something, yeah.
against one melee attack per turn, per round.
Oh, okay.
Basically. Or it's like per.
Interesting.
So like if you were to make like multiple melee attacks, I couldn't add 3 to all of them, but I can add 3 to one of them.
Makes sense. Okay.
Super lame.
So yeah, you don't hit them.
Alright, well, I guess I'm done then.
Cool. Okay, so then it is Garrett's turn.
I'm gonna shoot another ball of fire at him because that's
Okay.
all. Or am I shooting into combat now?
You are shooting into combat.
Okay. So disadvantage. That's a crit one, net 1.
Okay, you immolate another dwarf.
No. I'm sorry. Do you
Is
want
it
me to roll
Vista?
damage on that? Vista?
No, it's not Vista.
Vistra. There's an R. There's an R in there.
Iskra.
I'm done.
Okay. Rickard.
God damn it.
I can't really attack, can I? I ready my crossbow and
Unless you have a melee of some sort, or I mean a ranged of some sort, and you'd still be taking disadvantage on it.
yeah,
I mean, you can cast a spell at him if you have something, but
I can what at him?
you could cast a spell at him if you have something.
I don't think I have any ranged spells. I will ready a crossbolt and arm the weapon with one of my 20 bolts.
Lay on hands. Do it.
Alright.
Yeah, and then continue to remain within 5 feet of everyone.
Okay. So it is going to attack. Well, it just feels right to attack Ganthrix at this point.
Bring it.
All right.
Disadvantage.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to roll. It's gonna take a bunch of attacks at you, though, just so you know.
Okay.
First, it's swinging at you with its longsword. Ugh, that's not pretty. Oh, well, that's because that's a D12.
How foolish.
Okay.
Who would ever make that sort of mistake?
God damn
That's a 16 versus armor class.
That's spot on, so that'll hit.
Okay. You are going to take 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
It is going to swing it around again. Whew. That is not going to hit, though. Darn that. Oh, wait, it's only on one attack, isn't it? Like, you only...
It's a
Rickard, your thing...
yes, it's
is
a
only the
reaction.
first
So it's the
attack.
first attack with someone that would trigger
Okay.
it.
So I have to roll one
Oh,
and
God.
one d20 instead of 2. Gotcha. Okay, so that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Okay.
So that will do another 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And he's going to do it again. 26 versus the
Okay.
armor class. So that will be max damage. Isn't killer. It's 11 slashing damage.
You just said 25 points.
He did 25 points of damage.
It's not killer.
I know
Yeah,
what my
I got
next
8
move is
hit
gonna
points
be.
left.